What is up, y'all? It's me, Daria, and we're here for week 6 of the PPL. And this week, I am very excited. We are up against Amber and the Vancouver Titans. Y'all probably already know who she is. Please go subscribe if you don't already. Check out her channel. See their perspective of our battle. It should be really interesting and fun. And yeah, I feel pretty good about this one this week. I think I have a pretty solid build. I will get into that here in a second, but before we do that, I will get the matchup up on the screen. We're looking at Darkrai, Sneasler, Terra Ledge, which has been absolutely terrifying. Raging Bolt, which we already know how effective that mon can be. It's crazy. Dozo, super annoying to break through. Rillabooms can be spooky. They use Farigiraf really well. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really respect Terra Articuno. Maybe I'll regret that, but I don't super respect Terra Articuno. There's Toadscroll, which I think could come. I actually think Toadscroll looks okay into me. Then you got the bottom 3. I think I could see a Trick Room set coming, something with Grabska setting up Trick Room so Copper can get in, because Copper does look crazy into me actually. My only hope is a Fizz Def Crest against that, so I could definitely see Copper coming. Maybe some Trick Room shenanigans. We'll have to wait and see, but I have something super fun planned for my build this week, so let's talk about that. So first up, I don't super have a dedicated lead for this. I think I'll most likely just have to react to the 6 that I see on the preview screen. I think there's a good chance I do lead with Fishy Spa here, who is just boots with Slash, Earth Power, Seed Flare, and Healing Wish. Nothing too crazy here, pretty standard, but effective. Next up, we have Vanilla Punch, who is Assault Vest this week, so we can switch in onto things like a Darkrai or a Farigiraf pretty safely. We can live a Thunderclap and do a ton of damage back with Ice Spinner, and just think AV is really strong for us this week. Next up, we have Dark Chalky, who is going to be Eject Button. I wonder what that Eject Button's for. Interesting. With Stone Edge, Knockoff, Dragon Tail, and Stealth Rock. The Dragon Tail will just let us phase out a potential Calm Mind, Raging Bolt. We can obviously knock off some items. Stone Edge does good damage. Stealth Rocks is good here because they don't have good removal. If the Toadscroll doesn't come, she literally just doesn't have a way to get rid of hazards. So just the Rock Chip could be really good here, especially for our next team member, who is going to be the one that benefits from the Eject Button, and making their season debut is Parfait the Drover. I am so excited to use this mon. I super wanted to try something like a Swords Dance set, but there's a whole ass Dondozo, so I can't do that, unfortunately. But the calcs with Choice Band on this thing are actually hilarious. X-Scissor could potentially catch an offensive Darkrai. High horsepower can 2-hit most things on this team. And Poison Jab could one-shot an offensive Rillaboom. So we have some stuff here, and believe it or not, if Grassy Terrain is up 2 Terra Grass Terra Blasts, Oko's max defense Dondozo, or not Oko, sorry, 2 hit kills, max Dondozo. So yeah, I'm just really excited to use this. I really hope it gets a kill. I really hope it gets a kill. I think it could be something she's super not prepared for, because who preps for a Drillbur? And it could maybe break a little bit if it manages to break through one thing. If it just manages to break through the Dondozo, I consider it a success. So next up we have Smoothie, who is going to be Custap this week, and I did have to switch to the high key form. Y'all, I had a big embarrassing moment where I haven't used this Pokemon all Gen 9, and I don't actually think I faced off against anybody who has used this Pokemon. I know that Terra Toxtricity is a thing, because of Boom Burst and Terra Normal being a thing, but I was using low key form and I thought it lost shift gear. I did not realize that shift gear was only available on the high key form. Super embarrassing. I was using low key because I thought it looked better. That was literally it. That was literally the only reason. But we got that fixed. We will be bringing high key form for the rest of the season just because we don't want to give them free information. Smoothie is now high key instead of low key, and we are custom this week. The idea with this is that we can switch in onto a Sneasler pretty safely with this. We can live any +2 attack. We have a decent amount of bulk, and we can kill it back either with Psychic Noise or Overdrive if it's like minus defense, because it's like clicking close combat or something. We can also endure if things are really sketch, but this is EV'd to basically just eat 2 close combats from a offensive Sneasler and get just under the 25% mark to pop the cuss stab. So hopefully that's all it'll require. Hopefully we don't have to rely on endure to get the cuss stab active, because that does make it a little bit easier to respond to. But I still think that with this investment, we could naturally get under the 25% mark and catch something. So that'd be really cool. And if the drill burr and the toxicity are able to break things down, then we can clear the way for our win con, the league leader in kills, Chalky Malt, who is going to be Terra fighting this week with booster speed. The idea is just to come out with this iron defense on something that can't break us, Terra fighting, and just kill with body press, high horsepower, and ice spinner. Yeah, that's basically it. So that's the build. Pretty fun. Drill burr's here. Super excited to use drill burr. Cuss stab tox. That's pretty cool. I don't know if either of those will actually work. If one of the two works, I'll consider that a success, honestly. Well, obviously we need to get a win, but Amber's 4-1, so this is going to be a really, really good test for us here in the season. Like, if we can win this one, that would be substantial for us. So I thought I needed to get super creative here. I love bringing weird shit against her anyways, so this is another opportunity to do that with Drillbur and Cuss Dap Talks. So yeah, fingers crossed they work out, and I'll be right back for the battle. Alright, y'all, we are here. It is battle time. Good luck, have fun to Amber. Hopefully this game is like axe free. That would be ideal. Alright, so it is Terra Fairy Cerulege and Terra Ghost for Rigarath. We see Dondozo, Sneasler, Raging Bolt, and Rillaboom. No Darkrai. There's no Darkrai. That's fascinating. Okay. Wow. No Darkrai. That's really surprising. I guess I do have a whole ass Urshifu, but still surprising. Okay, so I'm not really sure what to lead with here. I think Vigiswell is pretty safe. I think she probably leads with Sneasler, though. And I think Smoothie might be a better counter lead to that. So let's actually make this first. Wait, it's 5th. Fuck, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to fix this. I'm just gonna lock it in. Fuck it. Lead Urshi isn't the worst thing in the world. I just really wanted... I think Toxicity was better, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Yeah, so Toxicity would have been so great here as my lead. Instead, we're just going to have to switch into Smoothie. Hopefully on a close combat, probably a U-turn, if I had to guess. Maybe like T-Spikes or something, but I don't think she tries to get up T-Spikes when I have a Toxicity, so... She just close combats. And let's see, what what does this damage tell us? I don't think it's adamant. It looks like this is probably jolly. So you just close combat on turn 1 into an Urshifu. I think my play here is to Psychic Noise, because I don't think she can do anything with me, or do anything to me with this in front of the Sneasler. And if she stays out, we get a kill. She doesn't stay out. The Master Edger has entered, and the Psychic Noise is good because, you know, obviously Bitterblade can't heal. So we can swap out here and not worry about this thing staying healthy, which is super nice. We will take that chip. I think I probably go T-Tar here. Or set up Sand and try to kill something with Drillbur. Or not, because she switches out into the monkey. Well, this is certainly going out speed, and if she has Woodhammer, she could kill me if this is offensive. But I think she probably clicks U-turn here. I think she probably clicks U-turn here. And if I go down, so be it. Then I just go into Parfait and kill this or something. I don't know. I could go Fishy Swell too. Either way, I think she's gonna U-turn. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up rocks. She knocks, so I was wrong, but she also didn't attack me for real. Knocking into a T-Tar isn't a real attack, that's a fake attack. I mean, I did lose my eject button, which kind of sucks, but whatever, it's fine. We got rocks up. I don't think they have a way to... Yeah, with this 6 she can't remove, so these are here for the game, so that's cool. Now the question is, do I think she like actually attacks me? I think that's possible. I think she might actually attack me now, because I stayed in on the last attack, so I think I should probably go into Skyman here. U-turn. Okay. So it's knockoff and U-turn. Also, what does that damage tell me? I don't know. It's offensive. It's definitely offensive. I think I probably go into T-Tar here. This thing is for sure Sap Sipper, right? Like this is Covert Cloak Sap Sipper, so this is her Skyman counter. So I just go into T-Tar here. Maybe Knock or Dragon Tail if she's trying to set up. Grass Knot. Okay, so it has Grass Knot. It doesn't do that much. I'm sure she's happy with the chip, but I don't really care. Tyranitar is not super important to my game plan here. I'm gonna knock. I'm just gonna go ahead and knock and get rid of something's item. Raging Bolt. Are you booster? You are booster. Okay. What stat is it? Defense? Your booster defense? What the fuck is that? I didn't even know that was possible with this thing. Hold on. Let me see something. We're just gonna Dragon Tail, because she might try to call Mind here. This is probably just meant to be super bulky, and she can set up and break. Or she just body presses and just deletes my face off. Body press Raging Bolt, alright. Forgot that was a thing. Not gonna lie, completely forgot that was a thing. Oops, my bad. That is a mistake. I can't go into Parfait either, because this could outspeed me. I really want to go into Parfait though. I don't know if this would have speed investment. And if it's booster defense, she literally has to be, well, I guess if she's body pressed, she doesn't really have to be invested in special attack. So sure, okay. Maybe it's like a weird physical one. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know if it would have speed either. I think I have to go Vishiswa here. I don't want to pop my booster yet, so I think I have to go Vishiswa. This is kind of an awkward spot. Booster defense Raging Bolt is, I've never seen that before. I honestly didn't even know it was possible, so I am super confused. I guess I'm just gonna Earth Power because you're physically bulky, not specially. All right, who's taking Chep? We got Rocks up, so we'll play this game. I mean, this is like the dedicated switch, so that should have been predictable. That's great chip on this though. I suppose it could be Wish. It could have Wish. I'm gonna go Parfait because I outspeed you. In fact, this and the Dondozo are the only things I outspeed. So I think anytime one of those are out, I have to get Parfait out there. Because I don't have sand anymore. So the only way I'm gonna break is if we eat this, right? Yeah, okay. All right, we're good. We're so good. And you know what? As tempted as I am to click Choice Banded High Horsepower, which would certainly kill this Pokemon, I think I'm going to click X Scissor because Rillaboom comes out, right? Like Rillaboom always comes out here. You're not gonna let this go down to a fucking Drillbur. So I'm going to kill your offensive Rillaboom. I'm just gonna delete it. Yeah. Come on, just kill it. Just die. Just be gone. Oh, that's such good damage. That's such good damage. But it does look like this has some bulk. This does have some bulk. I mean, yeah, of course it has bulk. It's Amber. That's okay, because that's still amazing damage on Rillaboom. That's phenomenal damage on Rillaboom. Parfait probably dies to a knockoff though if this Rillaboom has any speed, and I think the thing I am most okay with losing its item is Vishiswa, because I don't think they have hazards, so. And even if they did, I think it could only be T-Spikes from the Sneasler, which don't affect Vishiswa anyways, so I super Grassy Glide. I super don't need my boots. I get to keep them anyways for style. I just got fashion boots. Just some nice little, cute little docks for my fucking Skyman, just zipping around, kicking people in the head with their boots. It's great, love it. Anyways, we're gonna Air Slash and either kill this or get a lot of chip on something, because we're a shaman and we got rocks up and we're just gonna chip and wear things down. That does nothing. Okay, crit. I was gonna say it did do more than I would have liked it to. I don't think the crit super matters. Shaming gets kill, hey! Good job, little buddy. It's because you got your cool ass boots on. They never had a chance. Alright. Colin is in. I don't think you're in range of an air slash. And I think Vanilla Punch switches into you safely. So I'm gonna do that. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do because you still have a Dondozo back there. Yeah, we eat that up. No problem. As much as, oh God. I wonder if Drain Punch kills. It does look like you might be in range of a Drain Punch. But, not quite. And I just don't think it's the right play. And as much as I want to Surging Strikes, there could be Rocky Helmet Dondozo back there. And I don't want any part of that. So I think what I actually have to do here is call the Dondozo switch and go into Vichy Spa and just dunk on the Dondozo. Okay, now show me the swap. You don't fucking swap, you just Grass Knot. Well, that's annoying. We're right back here again. We're right back here again. Okay, so does she Terra Blast again? Probably. I already saw that Urshi can eat one of those, and now that Grassy Terrain's gone, I really don't think we care about a Grass Knot either. And I don't think she Grass Knots into Vichy Spa here. That would be kind of crazy. So I think I just go back to Urshi. Okay, we're taking way more damage than I would like to, but yeah, you're for sure out of Drain Punch range now, so I have to click Surging Strikes and just hope Dondozo isn't Rocky Helmet. Please don't be Rocky Helmet. Oh, please don't be Rocky Helmet. Oh, we're so good. We're so good. All right, there's no Rocky Helmet. Everything is great. In fact, I think I might just stay out because I don't know what wants to switch in on this. Like, what do you even click here? Like, I have no idea. I have literally no idea what you want to click here. I think I might just Drain Punch and just get some damage and some health, get some chip, get some health back, and kind of scout what you want to do. If they start cursing, I might need to click Surging Strikes until it kills me, and then Revenge with Vichy Swap. Because I can't switch in because it could be like Avalanche. Like, she could click Avalanche expecting me to go Vichy Swap and like catch that. So I think I always have to stay out here and kind of scout what they want to do. That was a lot of damage. That was a whole lot of damage. Why did that do so much damage? Are you fucking Choice Banded? What the fuck? Okay. Was not expecting that. That was... Okay. I think I just claimed my kill here because you can't switch out, and high horsepower it's doing a lot to something. Even if you... Okay. So she doesn't save this for a sack, and Drober gets a kill. And it killed a Dondozo. It killed a Dondozo. I know it was like no health Dondozo, but it got a lot of damage off on Rillaboom also. I think Drober has done great work. Parfait, I am so proud of you. Wonderful job, my sweet little mole thing. Your nails are also fantastic. Look at those things. Where do you get those done? Sneasler. Sneasler wants to destroy my precious little mole. I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. Just close combat again. Get me into Custap range. Sick. That's exactly what I wanted. That's wonderful. Okay, so now you're -1. You've seen me Psychic Noise. I think I just go ahead and fire off an Overdrive here at -1, and if she swaps out, whatever, I get good damage off on something with Overdrive. I guess she could go Raging Bolt, but I think with rocks, Overdrive into a Boom Burst is looking pretty good. She stays in, so our Custap pops, and that should be a dead Sneasler. Let's go. That's wonderful. That is so great. Alright, Toxtricity with a kill. Love to see it. I think, is that your first kill of this season, Smoothie? It might be. It might be her first kill of the season. Looking at Toxtricity's back for a long time creeps me out for some reason. I think it's like, cause the little spikes look like eyes, like, you know how like, Pride in Full Metal Alchemy kind of looks like those eyes, you know, the eyes that just show up, or when they open a fucking portal or whatever and that eye pops up. That's what it looks like is on Toxtricity's back, but the pupils are the little spikes. Am I making any sense to you? Probably not. All right, I need this to not get a lot of health back. So I'm going to leave this out because I have the least amount of HP, so that means she gets the least amount of recovery. Alright, well, you got a kill, Toxtricity. Great job. The Custap was wonderful. I hope you enjoyed your delicious berry. Now, I think we just go Chalky Malt and try to win. Even if they Terra, they're dead to a high horsepower, I think. So I just go into Chalky Malt and a high horsepower. And I don't think I'm gonna Terra, just on the event she lives somehow and goes Terra Fairy and Terra Fairies into me. Because I know I don't die to a Bitter Blade. So I'm just gonna high horsepower here. Endure? What's that for? Weak armor? Oh, do you outspeed me at +2? I do have a booster. I got booster speed. I'm a speedy Chalky Malt. Is that Heal Berry? Oh, it must have some interesting bulk to like live and get healed back up with Bitter Blade. I guess the question is, do you have enough speed to outspeed me at +2? Okay. Do we outspeed? You didn't Terra, or... Okay, we do outspeed. Wow, we outspeed them at +2. She must not have had a lot of investment, or just didn't expect me to be booster treads, which is fair, because I'm not sure I've ran booster speed treads at all this season until this match, so... Okay, now we know this is like special attack down, and they can't touch us physically. So I think I'm just gonna high horsepower. Because even if she does have Thunderclap, it's not doing much to us. I guess she could Dragon Tail here, which is annoying. We know she's really physically bulky, so I don't think this high horsepower kills. But I also can't click Iron Defense because she could be Dragon Tail. So I'm just gonna high horsepower and get my damage off. Hopefully she's slow and she swaps me into Parfait, and I can get another kill with Parfait. Draco, you are special. Why did that do so much damage? That doesn't make any sense. That shouldn't be able to do that much damage. I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to ask her. I'm very confused. Yeah, she doesn't, either she doesn't have Thunderclap. Even if she did have Thunderclap, I don't think it mattered at -2. I think we were going to live because we do have bulk, but like, I'm so confused why that Draco did so much damage, because she shouldn't be able to do that much damage because she was booster defense, which means she had to be special attack down. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm missing here. Body press should kill from here, and we get a win. So despite all the confusion, I think I still get this one. Yeah. All right. Sick. That's another one. We're doing pretty good in this league right now. And Chalky Malt gets 3 more. Well, great game. To Amber, that was a lot of fun. Really happy Parfait got to come and participate, and yeah, I'll catch you up back for Starlight Cafe. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to the Starlight Cafe. This week, you know we had to celebrate our precious Drillbur not only getting to hit the field, but actually put in some decent work. To celebrate, we'll be making some delicious parfaits. For this one, you're going to need a small bowl, stand mixer with paddle attachment, large baking sheet, parchment paper, spatula, medium bowl, medium saucepan, and a whisk. This one is a bit of work. So to assemble these parfaits, we're going to need to make some peanut butter cookies, and chocolate pudding. Let's start with the peanut butter cookies. First, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Combine the flour, the baking powder, and salt in a small bowl. You can go ahead and set this aside for now. Now, you can go ahead and grab your bowl for the stand mixer. In this bowl, you want to add the smooth peanut butter, unsalted butter, and honey. Mix until smooth. Now, you can add in both of the sugars and mix again until once again smooth. After that, you'll want to add your egg and mix until combined. Then add the flour mixture we set aside earlier and whip this until it all comes together. Then, you'll want to fold in the peanut butter chips. That's right, fold them in. Once you've folded your little heart out, prepare a large baking sheet with parchment paper. Then, take about 1 tablespoon of dough at a time and place on the baking sheet. You can press them down if you're particular about your cookie shape. We didn't really care. You can bake in the oven for about 10 to 13 minutes or until golden brown. And that does it for the peanut butter cookies. Now it's time for our chocolate cookies. For that, we can keep the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Combine the flour, black chocolate powder, baking powder, and salt in a small bowl. Once again, we just use normal cocoa powder instead of black chocolate powder. You can't find that stuff anywhere. You can go ahead and set this bowl aside. Once you've cleaned out your stand mixer bowl from the peanut butter cookies, you can go ahead and place the butter for these cookies in the bowl and mix it so it's smooth. Then, you can add in both sugars and mix again. Once smooth, add in vanilla extract, an egg, and mix until just combined. Then add the flour mixture in and whip this up, just like we did for the peanut butter cookies. Now we get to fold in the dark chocolate chips. Once completed, set up another baking sheet with parchment paper and do 1 tablespoon of dough for each cookie once again. I'll remind you that you can press down on these cookie dough balls if you want a more traditional cookie shape, and then bake for 14 to 16 minutes. And that does it for the chocolate cookies. Now it's time for the hard part. We have to make the chocolate pudding, and making chocolate pudding from scratch can be a bit of a workout. You'll see what I mean soon. So the first thing you'll want to do is combine the egg yolks, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and cornstarch in a medium bowl. Then whisk in a 1/4 cup of milk and set the bowl aside. Then, in a medium saucepan, you want to whisk in the remainder of the milk, sugar, and cocoa powder. Place over medium-high heat. You want to make sure you heat this up just before it starts to boil, then reduce the heat to low. Getting the temperature right here is important because if you do not heat it enough, the cornstarch will not activate and you will not be able to thicken your mixture. More on that soon. Next, you want to scoop out a 1/2 cup of the cocoa mixture and place it in the bowl with the egg yolks. We're basically going to cook these egg yolks with the hot cocoa mixture, which is another reason why getting the temperature right on this is very important. Whisk the contents in the bowl and then add another 1/2 cup of cocoa mixture to the bowl while still whisking. Then repeat one last time. Now you want to slowly add the mixture into the saucepan on low heat and whisk everything together until it thickens. This part is a lot of work. The cookbook says it should take about 5 to 10 minutes, but it took us more like 20. Now, this is kind of our fault. We didn't get the temperature high enough on the cocoa mixture, so the cornstarch did not activate and thicken the mixture. Once we heated it up more, it thickened up no problem, but we both got an extensive workout first. Once it's finally thickened, you can remove it from the heat and stir in the melted chocolate. You can melt this chocolate a number of different ways, but we did it by melting some chocolate chips in a bowl over a boiling pot of water. Once the melted chocolate is stirred in, you can add the vanilla extract and butter. Now place the pudding in an airtight container and allow to cool to room temperature. Once cooled, place in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Now it's time to assemble the parfait. Take a large bowl or cup and crumble a layer of chocolate cookies at the bottom. You can press this first layer down to smooth it out, and then add in a portion of pudding after that. Then crumble a layer of peanut butter cookies on top of that. Then another layer of pudding, and then finally top with your last layer of crumbled chocolate cookies. And there you have it. You should have lots of leftover cookies too. This one was absolutely delightful, but it was a ton of work. The cookbook says 2 out of 4 difficulty, but I think it's easily a 3. This rivals the curry for the most difficult thing we've made so far, in my opinion. But I think it was well worth the effort because these are absolutely delicious. I love these. So that's it for the parfaits in week 6 at the Starlight Cafe. Let me know if you try this one out and what you think. Next week, we're up against Travesty and their Canberra 2 cannons. We've never played them before, so this matchup should be a lot of fun. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and happy Pride for those of you that have celebrated. Bye now.